business news now on the programme. A bit of a special business bulletin with Charles Pellegrin. He's here to talk about the French car maker, Citroën. They're launching a new model, aren't they?
This Wednesday, absolutely, Stuart. The company, part of the Stellantis group that also includes Peugeot, Fiat and Chrysler, unveiled its new C3 Aircross, a compact SUV that will come in petrol, hybrid and full electric variations. In terms of price points, the petrol one is under €20,000, and the full electric under 30,000. So competitive, especially with some of the Chinese maker BYD's cheaper electric models. The launch comes at a really defining moment for the European car industry, with the EU Commission slapping provisional tariffs on imports of Chinese electric vehicles last week. This as the industry really works towards a 2035 deadline that will ban all sales of thermal engine cars in the bloc. So for more on this, let's speak with Citroen's CEO, Thierry Koskas, joining us on the line from that launch. Thank you so much for speaking to us on France 24. First off, competition on the European car market is fierce. What are you hoping for with this launch and this new C3 model?
Well, actually, it's a new car that will be very much a breakthrough in the market, for a very simple reason. The new Citroën C3 Aircross is the only affordable SUV that comes with all energies, as you said, petrol, hybrid and electric, and with also a 7-seater version. So it's a kind of unique in the market. We were not so strong in the B SUV market. We are going to become a major player thanks to the new C3 Aircross.
I mentioned earlier those EU tariffs on Chinese EV imports, up to 38% depending on the Chinese manufacturer. What's been the impact of that on Citroën?
Well, actually, when we design and we designed the cars, we did not take that into account, because at the end of the day, you need to face the Chinese competition. Either it's in Europe or in other parts of the world. So you absolutely need to be competitive. And the great thing is, with the new C3 Aircross, we have an extremely competitive product, because we think that we can compete with the Chinese OEM with or without this kind of tariff. At the end of the day, to be competitive is absolutely mandatory, and we are able to do it. Now, it may ease a little the situation, but again, we are not going to sell this car only in Europe. We are going to sell everywhere in the world, and we need to be able to face the Chinese competition for sure, and we are able to do it.
So the fear, like we saw some media reports out of China this Wednesday, saying that Chinese automakers are calling on Beijing authorities to take countermeasures on those tariffs, potentially targeting specific vehicles coming from Europe. So that's not a concern for you?
Well, actually, I'm speaking obviously as a Citroën brand. We don't sell so many cars in China. Actually, the cars we sell in China are produced in China. So for us, it's absolutely not an issue.
I want to talk about this 2035 deadline and generally the green transition. SUVs are really, in a way, dominating the market in terms of new sales. That they're more popular than hatchbacks. This brings about the question of size and weight of cars. With carbon emissions and energy efficiency in mind, the trend should be towards smaller or lighter vehicles, but demand seems to be going the other way, towards bigger cars. As a manufacturer, how do you deal with that paradox?
Well, actually, there is a very strong demand of the market, demand of the customers to have SUV. It's a growing trend. Why? Because they want to have more space, they want to have more ground clearance, they want to be higher on the road. So this is what the customers are demanding. So this is a request of the customers, but we need to ensure that we do things in a sustainable way. And that's why if you go with the new C3 Aircross, not only it exists in petrol, but we go with a hybrid version and we go with a full electric version. So yes, it's an SUV, but I would say it's a clean SUV.
You recently had to deal with a massive recall of cars with defective airbags last month. There's been reporting this week about customers still taking to the roads with these cars, but that still haven't been equipped with the new airbags. How would you assess how that recall has been going so far?
Well, it's a major recall campaign, obviously, because as you can imagine, we are recalling more than 500,000 vehicles. If you take only the example of France, it's 250,000 vehicles. It's 1.5 years of sales of Citroën in the country. So it's a massive operation. But what matters in this recall campaign is the precaution principle, which means we ask our customers to stop driving their car to protect them. We only think about the safety of the customers. We are absolutely aware that we change or we annoy their daily life because they have to stop driving their car. We are putting as quickly as possible some courtesy car, replacement car, in order to enable them to move. We are repairing as many cars as possible. Already out of the total number of cars, we have repaired 70,000 cars already, still a lot to come. So we understand this is annoying, but at the end of the day, safety matters. This is the only thing we are thinking of.
Thierry Koskas, CEO of Citroën, here to talk about the launch of the new C3 Aircross. Thank you for speaking to France 24.
Thank you.
So that was, that's a really interesting conversation with the CEO of Citroën with so many different, there's the Chinese EVs, there's the carbon issues as well. So we'll have that on the website soon.
Very poignant moment to talk about it all. Charles, thanks very much, Charles Pellegrin.